Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the slight delay. It was due to some technical issue. We'll get this session started in another 10 seconds. Still participants are joining. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Prebell with William O'Neill India. My name is Rajashekar Kongari, Equity Research Analyst. I'm part of MarketSmith India team, which manages model portfolio and which sends morning and evening mailers as well. So before we go ahead into this podcast, the disclaimer for this podcast is registration granted by SEBI, membership of BASL, and certification from NISM in no way guarantee performance of the intermediary or provide any assurance of returns to investors. Investments in securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Okay, here is the daily chart from Nifty, taken from our website itself. As you can see, Nifty has been hovering around its 50 DMA, which is a red line here for the last 2 weeks, to be precise, and it is currently trading below its 50 DMA. And it, recently, that 50 DMA has been broken on the downside. So it's kind of a slight bearish signal for the index. And 21 DMA is also breached. So currently, Nifty is trading only above 100 and 200 DMAs, which are more long-term in nature. The short-term moving averages have been breached. So for the short-term view, it is on the bearish side. But even though it is 50 DMA has been breached, still it is holding around that level. So that is the reason we are still not considering this weakness, and we have not changed the market status to under pressure. We are still in a confirmed uptrend according to O'Neill's market status. And coming to distribution day count, yesterday's action was considered as a distribution day because the fall was more than 0.2%, and volume candle is missing here. But yesterday's volume was slightly higher than the previous session. That is the reason we considered it as a distribution day. And with yesterday's distribution day, the overall count is at 5. And if you observe the volume section in detail, you can see for the last 2 weeks, the Nifty's volume has been on the downside. And there is very few, 1 or 2 sessions where we have seen above average volumes. Apart from that, mostly it was below average volumes. So not much activity by the institutional investors. Maybe they are waiting on the sidelines, and maybe they are looking to take a call depending on the Q2 earnings, which will start this week. Coming to market status, if there is any 1 or 2 distribution days added to the Nifty, and if the 100 DMA is also tested on the downside, we will change the market status to under pressure. On the upside, we are still in confirmed uptrend, so there is some overhead supply for the Nifty. Around 700 to 800 points of overhead supply is there. So for the Nifty to reclaim a new high, this overhead supply is going to give some resistance to the Nifty. And because in line with the Nifty, we have seen most of the stocks in the broader market spaces as well have come under pressure, and they are also trading off highs. So all these stocks will definitely have a resistance due to these overhead supplies. So once this overhead supply is reclaimed and then Nifty makes a new high, then there will be no resistance on the upper side. And if the Q2 earnings come out good, especially from the large cap stocks, index heavyweights such as Reliance, HDFC, and IT companies, TCS and Infosys, if these companies report good set of numbers, then the follow-up demand for the stocks will be there in the small cap stocks as well. So that will be a major growth driver for the Nifty going forward. For the companies which are in news and which will be under radar during the trading session are first is Hindustan Zinc. The company has received a penalty of 1.8 crores from the CGST department of Udaipur This is for the period of July 2017 to March 2018. The Assistant Commissioner has said that the company has received input credit on a false basis. So that is the reason the Commissionerate has imposed penalty. IDFC First Bank has entered into an agreement with NSDL to sell its premises in BKC at Naman Chambers in Mumbai for a consideration amount of nearly 200 crores of rupees. Entire Corporation of India has come up with their numbers, especially for the volume numbers for the September quarter. The domestic volumes have increased 26% year-on-year growth to 2.61 TEU, that is 20 feet equivalent. Exim volumes have grown on the slightly on the lower side, 3.5% to 9.69 TEUs. Total volumes have grown 7.59% to 12.3 units. GR Infrastructure and Patel Engineering joint venture has executed a project worth more than 3,600 crores of rupees with NHPC. Genus Power has told the exchanges that its wholly owned subsidiary has received two letter of awards amounting to 3,100 crores of rupees. This is to deploy its advanced metering infrastructure service providers. So overall, there are some positive and negative news regarding the stock. So definitely, market will react with these news. So might be some volatile action in these stocks in today's trading session. And if you have any of these stocks in your portfolio, please be watchful of your positions. Overnight, US market closed in the positive territory on three major indices which we track. Dow Jones, S&P 500, Nasdaq Composite have closed in the range of 0.4 to 0.6%. Asian markets, as we speak, Nikkei, Kospi, and Shanghai are coming out of their holiday session, and Nikkei and Kospi are trading in the positive territory with a gain of more than 1% and 1 to 2%, whereas Shanghai is trading with a decline of 0.3%. So overall, global markets are looking positive, and GIFT Nifty is also indicating a positive opening for the Nifty. Yesterday we have closed around 19,500 level. So according to GIFT Nifty, we are expecting opening of 19,600 level. So if that happens, we will definitely CDMA will be again in the trading zone in the today's session, and on the closing basis, if the 50 DMA is reclaimed and the volume is on the higher side, definitely a positive sign for the index going forward. However, the Nifty fails to reclaim 50 DMA, then we are going to see mostly a sideways action. For the chart of the day, we picked KEI, which is our my watchlist stock as well. Even though market is under slightly under profit booking or selling pressure, the stock has been doing very good. You can see it is just 2% from its pivot. It has faced some kind of resistance at the pivot because the overall market is not looking constructive. So this is expected. The resistance is expected, but it is still holding very near to that pivot. And during the base also, base formation was also very good. You can see during this fall, especially this 50 DMA breach was on the lower side, and right side of the base, which we talk about during our webinars and seminars, is very good. You can see volume has been above average, very positive sign. Overall, this base is looking very good on the price volume trend, and 50 DMA has been tested, and 50 DMA has been successfully reclaimed as well. Again, a positive sign. Ratings wise, it is there is no doubt about it. You can see EPS is at very strong at 92, indicating a strong fundamental growth. The company is able to generate both its sales and EPS for the last 6 to 7 quarters, and consistently it is able to generate double-digit growth rates. Price strength is also staying very intact at 82. That is majorly because the stock has not come under pressure in the current selling. A by D rating is also looking very good at A minus, indicating good amount of accumulation happening in the stock. Another key parameter, that is number of funds, it is also looking very good. You can see for the last 4 quarters, the company has been able to generate a good number of attract a good number of funds, and consistently it has been increasing, again a positive sign. So on the most of the cancel parameters, it is looking very good. And if it comes under the into the buy zone, ideal buy zone, which is a blue highlighted area, and if the market stays on the positive side, definitely a very good contender for adding to model portfolio. Thanks for joining today's pre-bill. There was some slight delay during the start. We are sorry for it. We will definitely try to take measures to see not happening again. Thank you, everyone.